Hi, this is Anil and welcome to the video tutorial for the Learning Lad on C++ programming. So in this tutorial we're going to learn how to read an entire line in C++. So normally what we do is we use cin and read the input. For example, let's say you want to read a string value and you want to store that in this data object. So at that time what we can do is we can use cin and we used to write data and then we just output that. Alright, now if I save this and build and run this program, I just need to enter a string and let's say Anil. If I hit enter, it returns properly, and if I run it again and pass a line, let's say I am the learning lad, and hit enter, it returns only I. That's because this cin separates the input when it encounters a space or a new line or a tab. The cin is gonna read I and then it encounters the space and it thinks that okay, that's the end of the string, and that's why it returns only I. But what we wanted is we wanted to read this entire line or this entire string. So now, before explaining you how to read an entire line, I just want to copy these two statements, the cin and cout, and paste it again. And I just want to build and run this program. And now let's enter a string. Let's say I am the learning lad. And now, you guys can see I am. That's because, this first cin reads I, and then the space is there, and it only reads I. And then the second cin statement reads am, which is still present in the buffer, and then it has a space and it only reads am. So we get I from this first cout and then am from this second cout. So because of the working of the cin in this way, we can't read an entire line using the cin, but there is an alternative method. So what we can do is we can use a function called getline. So it's going to be getline, and then first we need to specify from where we want to read a line. We want to read from the input stream and from the cin object, and then we need to specify where we want to store that readed line. We want to store that in this data, and that's it. And then we are using this cout to print it out. And now I'm gonna build and run this, and we need to enter a string, and let's enter I'm the learning lad and hit enter. It returns I'm the learning lad, and I just want to run it again, and I just gonna enter I am the learning lad and I am awesome, and hit enter. It reads the entire line. So this is it, guys. This is how you guys can read an entire line using the getline function in C++. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.